Healthy growth. Healthy growth is just about the best thing anyone can have in their life. And this is for humans, for pets. It is incredibly valuable to have healthy growth in as many different areas of your life as you can. Now, I haven't always really known about how to have healthy growth. I spent a lot of my life thinking that to grow, lots of dramatic, crazy, wild, big changes had to happen, which led to a really kind of severe boom and bust type life. And, it also led to me having 20 years of chronic fatigue syndrome where I was really unwell. And that was partly because I had a kind of a thing where I just needed to be having intensity and growth and things happening all the time, and there was no downtime and no rest, and I got burnt out. So healthy growth, what is it? Healthy growth for me is not at all dramatic. In fact, it's kind of boring in a way, but boring in a really good way. So I've found that the best way to support healthy growth for myself is just to be like gravity, to be consistently working away at whatever it is. And it's usually several things. One thing is my physical fitness and exercise. Another thing might be my music and creativity. Another thing might be my business. Another thing might be my relationship with my beloved. And of course, there's always me working away at how I am with my animals and how I care for my animals and all that kind of thing. So for me, healthy growth is consistency, showing up and looking for little by little by little bits of positive growth and change in different facets of my life all the time. And often it seems like not much is happening, just keep doing the thing, keep getting up in the morning and doing my physical exercise. I keep playing my guitar. And then suddenly a month later, I realized, wow, I just did the best performance of a song that I've ever done in my life. Or suddenly, wow, my body's actually still getting stronger after 5 years of a continuous 5 morning a week self-care and exercise program. Or wow, my relationship with my beloved is deepening even more because I keep giving attention and care to it. And I suppose, healthy growth is all about care and love, self-care and self-love, and care and love for all of the things that I do in my life. I give caring attention to whatever I'm doing, and that naturally leads to healthy growth in my capacity for an expression of whatever this thing is that I'm doing. So healthy growth is kind of like the best medicine for everything. I've noticed that as I experience healthy growth in my life, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, that my animals naturally benefit from that very, very strongly. And the better I've got, and the only reason I've got better is because I'm devoted to this kind of steady, consistent, almost boring in a good way, healthy growth in as many facets of my life as I can. I've noticed that my animals have blossomed and that they have become less anxious and they become calmer and they become better behaved and they become a whole lot happier and healthier, purely because I'm in a better place and I am my animals' whole world. My animals are totally enveloped in me in a way because they live here, they're at my mercy, and I have to care for them. They need to be cared for and looked after, and the better I grow, the more they get looked after. But not only that, as I grow my capacity of healthy growth, of training, of body work, and all these other things I do with my animals, I have a greater capacity to care for them better, to communicate with them better, to get a deeper and more beautiful relationship with my animals. And this all comes from growth. Now, if you don't have growth, you have stagnation. And stagnation is, well, you're just going to start dying, really, as soon as you start stagnating. So, my aim is to be growing every day in some way or another till I die. And my animals will benefit from that in so many beautiful ways. Healthy growth. It does take an appetite for healthy discomfort. Now, healthy growth means not pushing too much and not being too crazy and not going too extreme so that you then collapse in a heap. But I've never come across healthy growth that didn't mean that I had to meet some healthy discomfort. In relationships, communication, difficult conversations, in terms of getting strong and fit in my body, lifting weights and doing exercise that's uncomfortable, getting up earlier so that I can look after myself. There's some healthy discomfort involved for my animals when I support their growth in becoming more resilient, more desirable behavior, being good family members and all that kind of thing. So healthy growth is a beautiful thing. I encourage you to explore it and seek it for you and your animals in every way possible. Thanks so much for listening. Love to hear what you thought of this in the comments. I'll see you next week in another one of these little talks. Bye for now.